Are you moving to the Triangle area and considering your options around the Triangle? We have a unique option for you today called Carrboro, North Carolina. So stick around and we're going to check it out.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the channel or welcome back. I am Zach. This is my beautiful wife, Cindy. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button in the corner. Also hit the bell to be notified of every time we release a new video. That number on the screen, we put it there because we are licensed real estate brokers in the area, meaning as much as we love to make these videos for you, we like to help you with your real estate needs even more. So if you have any questions about the area or any questions regarding real estate, feel free to reach out. You call, text, whatever is most convenient for you. So with all that being said, today's video is on a little town called Carrboro. So if you're looking at a map, just kind of orient you on where it is. If you're looking at a map, it is directly west of Chapel Hill. It's literally right beside it. So Chapel Hill has a street that runs through it called Franklin Street, which is, I guess, kind of like the main stretch cutting through Chapel Hill. And it turns into Main Street as it goes into Carrboro, and then you've entered Carrboro. So it is right there beside Chapel Hill. And it is a very, it's a very funky town. It's very free-spirited there, so it's very unique. So with all that being said, let's check out Carrboro. All right, so when it comes to things to do in Carrboro, Carrboro is a very small town.
It is
the
really small.
Yeah, it is. The population in Carrboro as of 2019, according to Google, was 21,000. So it's very small. So when it comes to amenities, Carrboro doesn't have a ton. It's got a very local feel to it. A lot of the shops, a lot of the restaurants are local. There's a Wendy's downtown, which kind of honestly doesn't really fit in with the
like
rest.
The only chain I feel
Yeah,
like
with the rest of the downtown just doesn't fit in. But Carrboro is also, it's right there beside Chapel Hill. So when it comes to amenities, it's still stacked. I mean, it's still close to everything that you need. I mean, when you're talking about Chapel Hill has all the grocery stores that you need. It has. Yeah, I mean, it's loaded. So.
Yeah, and Carrboro did still have two grocery stores that we saw. There could have been a third that we didn't notice, but
has a Harris Teeter.
Has a Harris Teeter, which is like your general normal grocery store in our area, and then it also has a Weaver Street Market, which is like a co-op. It's kind of similar. It's going to be like more of a healthy local option, sort of like a Whole Foods. So there's one location there. So those are probably your main two shops there, and the downtown area is really lively. Like Zach said, it's very small, but it's like
it's popping.
Booming.
Yeah, there's people everywhere.
Yeah, with lots of different kinds of restaurants and things like that.
Yeah, there's a couple coffee shops down there. One is the Gray Squirrel. I actually had coffee there the other week. It was good. I survive on coffee, and so I love finding like little local small coffee shops, and that was a good one. So
yeah, and we've been to a restaurant down there that was so good. We got brunch there one weekend called Acme.
Yep.
Oh man, it's delicious. The brunch was so good. We got this. Is it a cinnamon roll? It was like this big.
It was. I think it was a cinnamon roll. Yeah.
Oh man, it was supposed to be an appetizer. I was like, oh my gosh.
It was really good though.
Way too much.
It was really good. But that's kind of the feel of Carrboro, just this very like localized feel to it. I don't really know any other way to describe it.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely, like Zach said, like a very kind of free-spirited type of place. So yeah, I mean, it's small, local. It seemed like really bike friendly. A lot of people ride bikes around there, and it's such a small town. It would be easy to get around by bike. There's not like a lot of bike lanes necessarily, but there were some trails that kind of went through. So we noticed a lot of that.
But Carrboro, even though it's right beside Chapel Hill, feels totally different.
Yeah.
Feels totally different.
Yeah, there is a big art culture in Carrboro, though. Like, they have a lot of music festivals and art festivals and things like that. So you're going to have more of the free-spirited art type in the Carrboro area, which is cool. There's a venue there that's pretty well-known called the Cat's Cradle. So a lot of artists come and play there. It's not huge, so it's not going to be like your big-time artists, but smaller bands and stuff put on shows there a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the amenities of Carrboro in a nutshell.
Right, so we're going to talk about schools in Carrboro. If you're moving to the area and you have a family and children, you're probably curious about what the school system is like there. So Chapel Hill and Carrboro, they both sit within Orange County, as well as like the Hillsborough and Mebane area, but they are two different school districts. So Chapel Hill, Carrboro has their own school system. So it's a really well-rated school system. You know, Carrboro itself is small, so you probably only have a couple of schools that are actually just like right there. They do have their own high school and everything. So I think you'll be well pleased with the schools that are just the districted schools for your kids in that area. Great options there, and we'll be close to the house, so it's nice.
So when it comes to prices in Carrboro, home prices in Carrboro, the average is in the upper threes, and this is since April 1st of 2021. So we're pulling all that data from the last several months. So the interesting thing is, when I was pulling the data, 20% of all the homes that have sold in Carrboro since April have been condos, which kind of took me off guard.
Yeah, it's not as common to find condos in the Triangle. Like, they exist, but it's more rare. So that was 20% is a lot.
Yeah, it is. It was a very high percentage. So when I pulled the condos out for like a regular single family detached property, the average was in the upper fours. But when you compare that with its next door neighbor, Chapel Hill, which averages in the sixes, I mean, that's a big difference.
And so, huge difference. So maybe if you love Chapel Hill, but you can't afford to live there, like looking Carrboro could be a good option.
It could be.
You know, there's not as much inventory though, so
yeah, it's a much smaller area.
Yeah, such a small area. Sometimes it can be hard to find the perfect thing. As far as like the housing styles go, obviously, like Zach mentioned, a lot of condos in the area. It's not gonna feel as like suburban, I guess. I don't know if that's really the right word, but there's not really a lot of like cookie cutter type neighborhoods in there compared to what you might find like Durham or Raleigh. So less of that, more like they have some like neighborhood co-housing type things are kind of common.
Yeah, like
in
the
area.
co-op. What was that place? It was the co-op housing?
Pacifica co-housing. I think.
It's really fascinating.
So, just like this community housing.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're cool. You should look up their website. Kind of interesting, different. But that's like kind of the feel you get in Carrboro.
Yeah, and there were a lot of brick ranches too. Like you're pulling off on like some of the side roads, and there's a good amount of brick ranches. Look like they were from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, decent sized yards, and some have been like remodeled. So it's a cool area. There's different types of housing, obviously, and it feels less. It has its own feel. I don't know how to describe it besides that.
The housing style reminded me of North Durham.
Yeah.
Honestly, like North Durham, where you have quite a few like brick ranches, and then you have a brick ranch that somebody bought, they tore down, and they built some like modern style farmhouse on it. That's kind of the feel that I got driving around. So So Carrboro has, for a small town, it has a decent number of parks. And I mean, Carrboro, I know we keep saying it's small. It's really small. I mean, you blink and you pretty much driven through it. But it has 11 parks. One of the parks has a community garden, which is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, and it's pretty nice parks that we saw. So definitely, for the size of the town, a good amount of stuff to do there. And like Zach mentioned, it's right next to Chapel Hill, so you're not far. You can enjoy the amenities that are there too. They're the same county, so
yeah. And as far as location goes, with like proximity to the entire triangle, I mean, Chapel Hill is literally just a couple minutes away. Durham is going to be about 30 minutes away, and this is heart of Carrboro to the heart of Durham. Raleigh's going to be about 40 minutes away. RTP is going to be about 25 to 30 minutes away. So if those are the locations that you're working in, you're going to have to commute to work. Carrboro might not be the best option for you. But if you don't have to commute in, or if you're working in Chapel Hill and you want less expensive housing, Carrboro could be a great place for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And 25 minutes to RTP is not bad.
No, it's not. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, you would. Yeah. It's the average commute in the Triangle is 30 minutes. So to have a 25-minute commute to work is not. Yeah. It's average. So. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching the video today. Like we said earlier, if you have not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button in the corner. You can also hit the bell to be notified of every time we release a new video. That number on the screen, like I mentioned earlier, that is our number. So if you have any questions about the area, any questions regarding real estate, feel free to reach out. We love to chat with people. So yeah, so feel free to reach out. But that's pretty much. I mean, that's Carrboro in a nutshell. It's like we said. It's very unique. It's a funky little town. It's free spirited. It's just got a unique vibe to it, which gives it a special feel to the area. So
definitely. Yeah. And if you did want to reach out to us, like Zach mentioned, our number was on the screen, but you can also reach out on our website, honeycutrealtors.com, or you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at the Honeycut Realtors. So we'd love to connect with you.
Yeah. But thanks again for tuning in, and we will see y'all next time.